According to a report released by UK-based charity Debt Justice last week, African governments owe 3 times more debt to Western private lenders than to China, and are charged double the interest. The report said just 12% of African governments' external debt is owed to Chinese lenders compared to 35% owed to Western private lenders, citing calculations based on World Bank data. It added that the average interest rate on private loans is 5%, compared to 2.7% on loans from Chinese public and private lenders. African experts said the debt trap narrative exploited by the West against China is nothing but claptrap.
The debt trap issue has always been a political slander. A third of African debt is owed to asset managers, private banks, and all that. But interestingly, the West has loudmouthed. The monopoly of global media means they could shout from the rooftops and get everybody listening.
A greater percentage of Africa's external debt is not China. It is the private lenders.
China's investment, I wouldn't consider it as a debt trap because China has the kind of negotiating position where it would like, number one, to look into the success of the BRI because many of these projects are part and parcel of the BRI.
Meanwhile, experts said China's support for Africa has been clearly impactful.
You know, China has done quite a lot in terms of coming to a common agreement with over 19 countries in Africa, reaching a common understanding on how they are going to pursue debt relief for the same.
We are seeing connectivity. We are seeing airport remodeling. We are seeing port remodeling. These are not propaganda. These are reality. So nothing is clearly open to the destruction of the so-called China debt trap in Africa.
Partnership with China is not a partnership based on China telling us what we need. It is a partnership of friends working together to meet Kenya's social economic agenda. And China was there when we asked for partnership in developing it. They were there ready to walk with us hand in hand. And that indeed is what you call a friend. We do not need lectures about what we need. We need partners to help us achieve what we require.
Experts said China has demonstrated what a responsible global power should do by fully implementing the G20 debt service suspension initiative for poorest countries, adding that Africans want to see more of such an example.
We want to see this example, even though African debt is more with the West, both their former state institutions and the private financial institutions.
Opportunities have never been better for Africa. I know we are focusing now on the issues of China, the so-called debt trap. We are focusing on more and more of Chinese business coming to Africa and so on. I think that's a negative way of thinking. We have never in our history had so much resources dedicated to African development.